Hi, I'm Indiana personal injury attorney David Holub. Construction sites are often home to many work-related injuries. The reason construction sites are dangerous is because there are a lot of people doing a lot of different activities at the same time. On one work site, you may have crane operators and carpenters present. You may have steel workers on site, as well as concrete workers and electricians and other union trade workers. You also may have different companies on site. Typically, there will be one general contractor and several subcontractors. You may have delivery truck drivers present as well. There may be people who come onto a site simply to construct and then remove a scaffolding. In many cases, general contractors will have blanket provisions in all subcontracts that require all contractors on site to be equally responsible for safety. A general contractor can be held liable for subcontractors who fail to provide a safe workplace. In other words, can a general contractor by contract avoid responsibility for overall job site safety? Generally, the answer is no, if the safety duty is non-delegable. But there may be a major legal battle to hold the general contractor legally responsible in the event of an injury caused by a subcontractor. Who is legally liable if a construction site injury occurs due to an equipment failure? We once dealt with a case where electrical equipment on the site short-circuited and led to an explosion. Here is a scenario that comes to mind. A worker was using a gas-powered saw to cut through a chain-link fence. The saw threw sparks, and those sparks ignited a fuel can a few feet away that was placed there by another contractor. Who is at fault? The contractor who left the fuel where it might ignite, or the contractor who is generating the sparks, or both? While the direct employer of an injured party can always apply for workers' compensation benefits, the real legal battle will be to sort out which contractors are on the site contributed to the situation that led to the injury. Usually more than one party is at fault. Construction work, in general, is a dangerous line of work. When all the safety protocols are followed all the time, the risk of injury can be minimized. We urge anyone who has experienced or had a family member experience a construction site injury to seek the assistance of an experienced attorney who has handled claims of this type successfully to help them recover the compensation they are entitled to when an injury of this type occurs. If you would like to learn more about personal injury law, we encourage you to listen to our Personal Injury Primer podcast, where we break down the law into simple terms, provide legal tips, and discuss topics related to personal injury law. And we invite you to read our book, Fighting for Truth, a trial lawyer's insight into what it takes to win, where we do our best to entertain and pull readers into the courtroom to give them a glimpse of the legal process and what it takes to win at trial.